Yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's happening, y'all? What's going on Facebook, Instagram Live? It's your boy, Mr. Real Talk. Now I'm talking about, yeah, buddy. So this weekend, man, you know what I'm saying? First of all, before we get into it, man, I just like to say again, thank y'all, for watching. Thank y'all for supporting all this time, man. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Good look, man. And like I told y'all before, this time around, Mr. Real Talk, I want to have people come on. Real people, Mr. Real Talk, have real conversations. I ain't really to the celebrities and shit like that, not knocking them. But I want regular people like myself, like real, you know what I'm saying, genuine conversations and real fucking talk. So with that said, I happen to have my first guest on the show this evening on Mr. Real Talk, man. I got a young lady by the name of Fyne Chyna on the show today, man. We're gonna have a good conversation today about mental health within a relationship, man. You know what I'm saying, mental awareness within a relationship, man. A lot of people don't know. It takes a lot to be in a relationship. It's just not physical. It's for real, in my opinion, Mr. Real Talk opinion. It's more mental than physical. Physical is easy because you look good, motherfucker feel good, and if the sex good, that's easy, kind of, sort of, sometimes, not all the time. But the mental part of a relationship, man, can I deal with this motherfucker being a pig or a pig pen and not clean up after themselves and stuff like that? That takes a lot, you know what I'm saying, to be in a relationship, to know that someone has something you do that you don't like, you know what I'm saying, or something like vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna talk about this weekend on Mr. Real Talk, you know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, man, I'm happy, y'all can join me tonight, man, this evening on Mr. Real Talk, Lizzob. And I wanna introduce my homegirl, Fyne Chyna, man. She's been a follower, she's been supporting me for Mr. Real Talk for years, y'all. I finally got her to come on with me, one of the first guests, because she's been rocking with me for years. And this is my first time actually meeting her in person. Like, we've been social media friends for like almost 15 years. Pleasure to meet her in person. Chyna, go ahead. How you doing today, sweetie?
I'm fine. Hello. My name is really Ayana, but I do go by Fyne Chyna 215 on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But like he said, I've been a follower for a long time. We have good topics, good conversations, good debates.
Absolutely.
And the list goes on. So whenever he's ready, we can get the show rolling.
We could dive right in. So, like I said, we're talking about mental awareness in a relationship, within, our community. When I say that, because, we are the ones who, that don't put in my opinion, we don't put in the work, mental work, to be with each other. I think we just get together and think it's gonna be all right. Like our parents and shit did, and our grandparents, they just got together like, it's gonna be all right. And they just went to church. Like, for real, I think church was like supposed to be like our...
It was.
It was like our...
It was therapy.
Yeah, it was therapy. It was our...
therapy.
Now I'm thinking about it, church was like our therapy in the community, black community. Like, yeah, let's just go to church Sunday. We thought church was gonna solve all our fucking problems. Like, you know what I mean? Or if something got bad, let's go read the Bible. Go get the Bible.
Go get the pastor.
Go get the pastor. Call the pastor. Because, you know what I'm saying? So that was the way we therapize, whatever. That ain't even the word.
It's okay, it's one a day.
That's how we therapize in the motherfucking community, is with church. So, but now we live in a world now where we can't, church ain't like it used to be, let's just be honest.
Right.
And we don't gotta go to church. We need to go put in the work. So how do you feel about the relationships and the mental part about it? Like, you had a few things you shared with me earlier before we started, like, and I'm very curious of what.
Okay, so I do work in healthcare, everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. So I'm real big on reading and looking at other social sites for clarity on situations that within the black community,
right,
and the things that we struggle with,
right,
and how to try to overcome it,
right,
and create a safe space,
right.
And primarily, I feel like black men don't feel like they have a safe place with women.
Okay.
Being vulnerable, in other words,
okay.
Like very timid to being vulnerable, very stoic to being vulnerable, and just trying to shed light on is some under-rooted things that's happening in the mind of woman or man that keep them from being vulnerable.
Now, give your opinion, though. Give your opinion on, like, you.
My opinion.
You're in your 40s, I'm in my 40s. Give your opinion on...
My opinion is going to be based off of men.
Yeah, exactly. So give your opinion.
Y'all ready for this one?
Off of, like, what you experience with men. And I'll give you my opinion on with women.
Right.
Because that's...
I'll say this. I do tend to give benefit of the doubt when I see red flags. Mm-hmm. I do. And it's not about like, oh, I could change them, because I'm never that person. But I do feel like I give benefit of the doubt, like, oh, maybe this or maybe that, which is also excuses, right? Right. Because you like that person for whatever. It can be a 5% of liking this person
Right.
that will help you overlook all those big red flags.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And again, this is even before you get physical.
Okay.
You know, you see all these red flags, but that one thing he did just stood out so much that number 1 through 15 did not do. So you try to, I'm serious, I'm speaking from a woman's standpoint.
So is it almost like he do 99 things right and that one thing he do wrong?
Reverse it.
Okay, so 99 things he do
Okay, so
wrong.
let's put it this way.
Okay.
I dated a serial cheater, right?
A serial cheater. Okay.
Yeah, he should have been fingerprinted, mugshot, the whole nine. But
A
was
serial
the
cheater.
love of my life, I thought.
Uh-huh.
Right? I never thought about marriage because I really could care less about that. To me, that's just paperwork for the government. But
Right.
with him, I thought it was going to happen.
Okay. You thought
Okay.
he was one. Yeah.
I thought he was the one.
Okay.
And he probably see this. But I thought he was the one. And we met when I worked in the ER.
Okay.
Okay, at Temple. And he worked security.
Okay.
And I was in healthcare. And let me tell you something. If I said, ooh, ow, he was right there
Okay.
to nurture
Okay.
whatever was going on.
Okay.
He was going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Bath water was ran.
Bad for this man.
My kids was fed. They not even his kids. Okay. If I worked late, I never cooked. I never lift a finger. He
what happened?
great advice. Right? I'm serious.
Okay.
So what happened was
What happened?
when I found out that he was still dealing with
Oh.
his kid's mother, and then other women start popping up.
He was smooth with
And
it.
a lot of
You
other
know
women
why
start
though?
popping up.
Black men, we were taught long take care. We was all. That's the crazy thing about us. We were told and taught that as long as you take care of home, the woman isn't gonna it's not gonna affect her. But the thing about that is that's back in the day.
Yes.
The women back in the day was like that, okay with that. Like as long as he come home,
Do you
take
think
care
they
of
were
home.
okay? Do you really think they were okay? Because I don't think they were okay.
I would never know, but they stayed.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you
the
why.
thing. Go ahead, why?
Because me and my grandma was close. She
Okay,
died at the age of
tell me
90.
what grandmama said.
They stayed because you got to remember. And my grandma was born in 1922.
Yeah.
So we going back.
Yeah.
But
My
they
grandma was born in
stayed.
19.
See,
Yeah.
so they stayed because there wasn't work for women. Remember that.
Oh, so they
Remember
relied
when
on the
women
man.
couldn't. Right, you relied on a man.
Okay.
This ties into where you see people having topics about who do you feed first, right?
Okay. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
me, because I was raised by my grandma and my father, that man gonna eat first. Because I'm in the house all day.
Yeah.
He going out, he working. So if you go way back into I don't want to say the slavery times,
I'm
but
okay though if she feeds her kids first.
yeah, because we're in a different generation.
Yeah, I'm
But if
okay
you want to
with
go
that.
back to them, this is how it was because he's out there picking cotton or whatever he's doing. Excuse me, whatever it is, grapes.
Yes.
He working in his farm, whatever
there
it
humming and
is.
shit.
Right. He needs that fuel.
Right.
He needs that fuel.
Right.
He has to be fed. He has to be, he has to have the resources that he needs so that he can continue to do it and do it the next day and the next day and the next day.
Right.
Because it doesn't mean that they're not going to eat. And that's where women in our generation don't understand.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you're taking from your children.
Okay.
I don't care if he comes home at 11 p.m. You still fed your children, but you put his plate up first. You made sure it was enough, so you won't give his first.
Even though they wasn't his children.
It doesn't matter. If he
matter.
taking care of them like they're his kids,
Okay.
what can you
so
say?
that's back
right?
in the day. So what about now?
So now, you have these women with
new
the
millennial
ideology
who work
of,
more.
I don't need a man. And this is funny because my mom is probably going to watch
shit.
this. And my mom and our birthday are 3 days apart, right?
Oh,
but so we
shit.
kind
I
of
don't
like
need a
somewhere.
man. Me first.
And we talked about this yesterday where she said she didn't need a man,
Okay.
And I said, Mom, let's start rephrasing these words, okay? Because God made woman for man.
Right. Facts.
Now, I am not religious. I was brought up in church, but I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
Okay.
Now, but God made woman for man,
Right.
for a purpose,
Facts.
okay? And you may not need him financially, right? But there's other areas where we give and take and we build each other to make each other better foundation.
Right.
So when women talk like that, it really annoys me.
Right.
And I used to be one, believe it or not. And you kind of block your love and your blessings from
Yeah.
coming in when you have this independence about you.
Right.
It's like, oh, I don't need no man to do that. Well, like you said, when you need your tire changed, who you calling or who you
Yeah.
trying to call? And they scrambling because,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You don't put in the universe that you don't need a man.
Cause y'all got like stuff like this rose and wine.
Oh, I love it.
This rose has like disrupted a lot of fucking. This damn rose, man.
I don't
And
want
I ain't
to.
talking about Golden Girl rose.
I'm crying. I don't want to agree with that. The rose is crazy. It do got like 5-6 speeds.
Yeah.
But But what I will say is this about the roles, and that's funny because I just talked about this too. I do talk about sex a lot. But with the roles, if you want penetration, you can hang it up.
Okay.
It ain't giving you penetration.
Yeah, it ain't that.
It's basically like oral sex without a person. But when you get oral, most people foreplay that way first, right?
Yeah, facts.
So then what happens next?
Yeah,
I need some pipe. Like, listen. So the rose ain't it. Like,
I need Wesley Pipes.
Yeah, the rose is a little bit, but that ain't it. Nah, I got. So that's that's a whole nother. You got me somewhere else, bro.
Because the physical does tie into the mental, but the mental is still like more. Because that's why I say the physical can be easy because, you know, if y'all sexually compatible and sexually, you know, like attracted to each other, all that shit's easy. The getting along in a relationship is the hard part. Like actually getting along, and that falls into mental shit. Like we have so many mental dysfunctional isms. I'm making up words today.
It's okay.
I mean,
it's gonna be in the dictionary next week.
Yeah, dysfunctional isms, because like how we raised by our parents. Did we have our dad in our life? For men, did we have our dad? Did we not?
Yes.
A lot of us was raised by grandma. Yes. A lot of us was raised by our mom. A lot of us was brought up in drug homes. One of our parents was on drugs. We seen some shit. Or both. You know what I'm saying? So man, we got some fucking shit. Some of us been touched, molested. Man, we got some fucking deep, dark issues that a lot of us men don't, you know,
want to
address.
Exactly.
And I thank the Lord, me personally, that I didn't have those issues for me personally. So I've been blessed. I've been blessed that I did have my father in my life. I've been blessed, you know what I'm saying, my mom, you know, I had family, you know what I'm saying? So I've been blessed that I even moved in with my father at the age of 12, like on some Boys in the Hood shit where I, you know.
He took over to teach you how to be a man.
Yeah, so I've been blessed with that, y'all. Like where I lived with my dad and learned how to be a man and seen what it was like. That's why I don't believe in this 50-50 shit, because my dad ain't doing it. I watched my dad my whole life. Never was 50-50. Every woman he had a brand new car outside. So that's I can't be nothing else but that. Right. But then I can't knock other dudes who feel that way. It's about how they was raised and what they was around. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be, that's what he was around. Right. That's what he saw. Right. So, and these are the mental blocks that we as black men have, is we have all these, first of all of us think we super fucking tough and super like macho and shit. The whole time, you're compensating. You're covering up your insecurity. Insecurity you have that you're not like that.
And that they don't even realize it's an insecurity.
That's it. I'm gonna say it again. Mr. Real Talk gonna say it. I believe the black American male is one of the most insecure men on the face of the earth, in my opinion. I think we are the most insecure because we don't address the issues we have.
But do you know that I believe that most black men don't address the issue they have, because when, like you said, when everything stems from childhood.
Facts.
And when your parent is telling you, be a man, get up. You know how that kid fall off their bike? And your mom, get up, what you doing? Why are you crying? You a man? That should never happen. Because now you're putting it in his mind.
Or as soon as we done school, they kick us out.
Or
send you just straight to work. I literally know my brother got a friend. His mom, literally the day graduation, the next day she kicked him out.
What?
Yes. She said, you gotta go.
Oh my God.
Kicked him out.
Oh, that's awful.
Day after graduation. You're a man now. All right, I did my job.
That's so awful.
What the, exactly? Like that's crazy. Like you could at least prepare him. Like you told him, I'm telling you right now.
Right.
I don't know from what I heard. Like this was years ago, almost 20-something years ago. But still,
that is a
story. And I don't recall. I just know it. Nah, you had to end up living with my folks.
Because what it sounds to me like, here I go with my therapy session, but what it sounds to me like, because me and my sister talk about things like this, because our kids still live with us. And as you know, I'm a nurse. My oldest daughter, 25, she's a nurse. And I have a grandkid, and I would never kick my daughter out. I have a 21-year-old, I have an 18-year-old who just graduated. They ain't got to go nowhere till they career driven and get it out the way.
Like the other cultures.
And still, you got to be able to build that money, and you don't just kick somebody to the curb. But however, now I'm gonna touch on women, because everything ain't about no man, right? Because women always want to point the finger, but what they say, the finger is pointing, in the mirror is pointing back at you.
Appreciate that.
So we're our generation of black women raise their children, men or little girls, doesn't matter, boys or girls. When they're raising them alone, they kick them out quickly like that because they're too focused on bringing somebody around. You know, a lot of people don't like to bring men around their kids.
So they want to get them out the way.
So they was like, let me get them out the way. They grown now, you grown now, you on your own, so I can do me. which is effed up. Which is completely effed up.
So she
but
on
I'm
some
telling
old-
you, that's
she
what
on
it
some
is.
old horny shit.
You listen. She tired of sneaking him in at night and telling me gotta go before the kids get up for school.
Tired of
She
calling
over
uncles.
it.
Tired of telling them they
She
uncle.
over it.
She over the uncle situation.
She over it. I ain't bring no men around my children except for the guy I was telling you
Oh,
about.
so you giving me game now? I ain't know this. So this
I
is-
always do, and people get
this
mad at
is
me for
why-
dropping the gym
'cause they-
to the men. But I don't want men to feel.
But I hear women say that, like, because I'll be like, yo, they be like, I'm done having kids. I'm telling you right now, I don't want kids. You know what I'm saying? That phase is over with my life. It's time for me to enjoy my life, go vacation, go on vacation. I just want somebody to vacation and beat these cheeks up on vacation.
Ain't that
I want somebody
crazy?
good. I want a vacation and I want somebody to beat me over the balcony, like, y'all say all this stuff. Like,
you know me.
Yeah, like, is this somebody's son got me? Like, y'all want this. So that's why. So you done with kids. You want an empty nest so you can walk around naked and do you.
Yup, and that's awful to me because at the end of the day, when someone turns 18, 19, they are still teen. Do you not hear the teen behind the number? They are children. They are
Facts.
adolescents.
Facts.
They're not grown. I don't
Facts.
care if you're 18, you're not grown. It
Facts.
still says teen. So that's part of it for the black woman. She's traumatized because she probably dealt with multiple people trying to find Mr. Right.
Right.
You know, but instead of internalizing and looking at herself and figuring out what it is that she's lacking, okay? Because everything is not the man. We attract how can I put this? Because I said this to somebody before, and I don't like to sound crazy, but you kind of attract what, I don't want to say what you are, but it is a percentage of that, you know? Like me, I like cocky dudes. I used to always love cocky dudes.
Right. Okay.
Like the arrogance level had to be on 1,000. The cocky, it's a difference between cocky and confidence though.
Yeah.
Right?
I became
And
confident. I was cocky. I'm confident now.
right, that's what I'm saying. So when you learn the two differences, it's like, oh shoot, you know. And I used to like cocky dudes, and then, you know, things would go left and I started analyzing them. Like,
But cockiness is an insecurity too.
it's a big insecurity.
Yeah,
it's a
you
very big one.
you compensating your cockiness
Yes.
with your insecurity you have. Confident is you don't have no insecurity. You just
Exactly.
you know who
You going with the flow of who you are.
You walk in the room, you know what you
Yes.
stand for.
Yes.
You know.
You're not making a grand interest.
Exactly. And
You
you're
don't
not-
have to be center of attention.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I learned what the two differences are. And then, you know, for me, I just started saying to myself, you know what, I'm gonna stop looking for this 6 foot, because with me, you got to be 6'2" and up. I'm gonna stop doing that, but I ain't.
6'6" here, baby.
Listen, I got to have tall. I cannot.
It's all chocolatey.
Yeah, I can't be meeting you face to face like that.
See eye to eye in some
Yeah, that I
situations.
can't do that.
I realized too, now we talking about that, the difference, because when I was young, I wore like jewelry and all this shit, loud jewelry, and I wanted attention. I was seeking attention. That was cockiness. That was cockiness and trying to be arrogant.
Trying to be
'cause
arrogant,
You
yeah.
know, I'm the shit. Yeah.
Right.
The difference now is I just changed the way I dress and the way I move. I'm not trying to get attention. I just
I
get it
remember when you
because of
changed the
what-
way you dressed.
Yeah.
You said you was gonna be on your. What did you say? GQ. What did you say?
Motherfucking.
You said GQ. You said
my
something.
My goat stringer
but
bell
you did
shit.
it.
My stringer bell shit.
You did it. You a grown man thing. You did it. Not saying that you wasn't dressed like grown men before, but your whole attire is switched up when you said you were going to switch it up.
Because I evolved as a man and I'm grown. Like I don't want to look like. I see some of these dudes now, you know, in your 50s, and some of the art rappers and celebrities, like you dress like your kid, dog. Like look at you, like you look like your fucking son.
Yeah.
Your son is now artist and out here. Y'all stand next to each other. I can't.
Or trying, but
like y'all look the same. Like so, for me personally, I evolved as a man. Like I don't want to look like that no more.
Right.
So, and that's when I realized the difference between being arrogant and confident. Like I was arrogant. I wanted to be arrogant. Now I'm just confident when I walk in the room. Just based off the way I dress is going to get me attention. I'm not trying to. I'm just walking in the room.
It just happens.
Yeah,
it flows. I'm like that too. It flows.
And that.
It's energies.
Yeah.
Everything to me is about energy. So.
And
you know,
that falls in the
when you vibrate high, I stay away from low vibrational people.
Yeah.
And when you vibrate at a higher altitude, you, like I told my friend when she was talking about friends, because I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. I love it. It is what it is. I have acquaintances. I have some people that I'm close to, but I don't use the word friend. You know. But we have to be on the same vibrational level.
Okay.
In a minute that I see you dip a little bit low, you know that plane when you about to land in Miami, you dip it. Yeah, I might bring it to your attention, or I might ghost you, because I ain't gonna lie, I do ghost people. I will ghost you.
Yeah.
But
Do you ghost in relationships?
I have not
situationships?
ghosted in a relationship.
Or like
I've only
entanglements
had
or-
one situationship that lasted for 22 years. You already know we used to talk about that all the time. It was always off and on.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I never. You know who I would ghost or have ghosted? Let's say if I'm talking to somebody for like the first week, and then they already rub me wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll ghost you.
Okay.
I will ghost you real quick.
There's so many ways we can go with relationship today. We talk about ghosting and shit like that. And damn, I just had a thought. I lost train of thought that quick. But anyway, back to what we talk about. Like, it's so many angles you can go, but it's like we get together. Like you just said, you can't see somebody's mental. Like I said this on one of my topics before. Like, you can't see the person fucked upness. I made up another word y'all today. You can't see their fucked upness with their mental capacity. Like, you don't know what they've been through. Like, for example, this what happened to me, and I hope this. I'm just being honest. This happened to me years ago. I went on a date with a young lady, and but like mid-date, she started crying, straight crying, and she said she cried because I didn't call her beautiful. And she was like, you didn't even acknowledge that I'm beautiful. You didn't call me. You know how hard it is for a woman. I was like, yo, whoa. Like, sweetheart, sorry. Like, my bad, but, you know what I'm saying? And I felt bad. I was like, yo, but that let me know something is wrong. Like, something, you know, she needs more healing or something. So, therefore, I think you should go get what you need to get, because you should not be on your first date crying. A dude you never met before. You should not be tearing up and in tears and I gotta get you tissues, you know.
So what happened after that?
Well, I had a conversation with some of my female friends. They was like, run, nigga, run. And I was like, all right. Because she was like, you gonna give me another day? I was like, yeah, but then
we'll talk about that on another topic when you go to your friends for advice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I just asked them, because women, I give women advice. Like, what should I do? They was like, nah, you should run. I was like, all right.
But see, we seeking advice from you're looking at the opposite sex because you're dealing with that with the opposite sex. But do you know all of the traumas of the people that you are confiding in to get this information from to move forward? So that's why I said that.
That's actually a topic I'm having too. Like, I want to have is like getting advice and shit.
I stopped
from people we don't even like, our friends. You know how many women? It be y'all though. Y'all be listening to y'all girlfriend. Girl, you better fuck with him. He a good man and he gonna take care of you and your kids. You ain't gonna find a man like that. And y'all be like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance. And then old time he more fucked up than the rest. So women do that a lot. Men, we just be like, man, whatever, dog.
Women that do that a lot though are insecure, weak women.
Yeah.
And there's no shade at women, but I'm just being honest. Like, like I told my mom, you a powerful person if you can live in your own comfortability. I go to bar by myself. I go to club by myself. Not dancing clubs, but you know, like lounges. I go by myself. And my mom be like, you out by yourself again, ain't you? Yes, I am. I don't need an entourage of people to validate who I am. I don't need your advice. I'll listen to you. Don't mean first of all, I'm an Aquarius. So if you tell me to go left, I'm gonna go right. You seen that earlier with the directions here, right? But I just think that seeking advice from your friends, whether they're married or not, because you got a lot of group of people that feel like that too. Don't hang with them because you're married now.
Yeah, you can't.
You know,
with them,
I give the best advice to girls that I call acquaintances, and they were married and going through things, and they like, damn, my dad said the same thing. They go, they father, they say the same thing you said. But most people say, don't talk to Fyne Chyna because she's not married. She wouldn't understand. She wouldn't know. You're wrong. I'm on the outside looking in, right? I'm the fly on the wall. There's three sides to every story. So
I got something. I remember now. Before I lose this train of thought, I remember again. This is something that happened to me years ago. I was communicating with this young lady, and she admitted that she was what's that word? Damn, what's that? Not schizophrenic. What's the fucking word?
Bipolar.
Bipolar.
Okay.
She said, I'm bipolar and I take medicine. So, you know, and at the end of the day, I was like, you know, thankful for that, because she didn't have to disclose that.
Right.
Because that's her, you know, with HIPAA law, whatever. That's her guy. Like, but it was my choice. She basically gave me the choice. Like, do you want to deal with that or not? Now, again, if it's up to you to really do your research on bipolar, you know what I'm saying, disorder, and it's not. So, at the end of the day, I didn't really, you know, it didn't go nowhere anyway, because we, you know, just wasn't, you know, vibing. But anyway, but at the end of the day, I tipped my hat, commended her for sharing that with her, because honestly, most motherfuckers ain't gonna tell you about like mental disorders like that. Because I'm not, if I'm crazy or something, scared, whatever, you're not gonna tell somebody like that unless they got that Tourette shit and y'all out on the date. Motherfucker shit, goddamn. Like, that's the only time you gonna like really see a mental disorder. Y'all out on this date and this motherfucker, I said, you like, oh shit, the fuck this happened? Motherfucker, nah, my fault, I got
I'm correct.
Yo, cause that, you know what I'm saying, where you start talking like Zed from fucking Police Get, hi, my mama's name was Chuck. I really like you. Like, that's the only time you're gonna really see a mental disorder like that, is if it's right there. Because nobody gonna share with you, yeah, I'm bipolar, yeah, I'm schizophrenic, yeah, I got any of these, or I suffer from major depression. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm always sleeping.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna share that with you. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a work in progress. And plus, who are you to judge?
I'm about to say they don't want to be judged.
Yeah.
But she felt like telling you and being transparent, because it's a possibility that other relationships didn't last because she hit it. And you can start seeing things, whether you're medicine or not, you can start seeing things and like, what the hell? Yeah. And she didn't want to have low moments where where let's just say she shut down.
Right.
And she don't want to talk.
Right.
But she don't know how to address that to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she go hermit mode. And you calling and blowing, like, yo, what's up? We were just good.
It was just good.
Yesterday, or we said good night. Like, what's up? So she wanted to be transparent so that you can be understanding of what was going through, you know. But it's sad because it's like a double-edged sword. Because it's like, dang, I don't know if I want to deal with this.
Right.
It's just how it's going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or, you know what? My family member acted like that. You knew how to deal with that person, so it's like, okay, I might take a chance with this.
Right.
You know, because it doesn't mean that the person is a bad person.
Right.
You know, and I don't know. I just feel like with relationships, people seek validation, outside validation from other people, their peers that they feel like might be having a better relationship. They look at them and they say, damn, why can't I be like that? So let me try to understand what they're doing right.
Okay.
But you got to remember, nothing's perfect, and people are not going to tell you.
So let me ask you this. When these people have this disorder, or like something, like for example, if a man told you, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I'm a freak ball nigga.
What?
I'm a freaky nigga. I used to be a sexaholic. I was addicted to sex. All right, I said it. I got the help. I'm not like that no more. So you decide to move forward with this gentleman, and the fact that he disclosed he's, you know, had this mental disorder where he loves, you know, sex partners and stuff like that.
Sex partners or addicted to sex?
Sex partners. He liked to be with multiple shit. I remember I read this one story. This dude was addicted to strippers. I mean, not strippers, fucking prostitutes. Prostitutes. He was like, this. Is there something about him he couldn't just get?
Really?
Like, it was.
Wow.
You know, especially they was the clear people. But anyway, yeah, he was addicted to it. So, what do you do when those people relapse, or someone does have this mental disorder and they have a spell, but they disclose it? So you can't just kick them to the curb.
You can't.
No.
Who said you can't?
Why would you though?
I mean, how far are you in this relationship?
Now, okay, in the beginning you can be like, yeah, skirt. You definitely get the skirt, yeah. But if you in like a 6 months or a year, and you in it, and you decided to move forward, you can't necessarily kick them to the curb.
But when did he tell you? So you know, a lot of people like to omit things.
You're right.
So I do feel like this. I'm not the girl that 3-month rule and all that. Nah, we gonna kill all that.
We gonna kill all that.
I ain't in all that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in all that, because guess what? If he into you, he into you. Whether you sleep with him the same day, the same whatever, or 3 months later. If he chooses not to, even after he slept with you, he can do the same thing 3 months later. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So I'm not really into that rules and that Steve Harvey bullshit in the books and all that.
Man. You got women. You got some women out here real quick. Someone talking about
like make them hold out. I'm gonna tell you something.
Some people said to me, unless I'm married. I ain't doing it unless I'm married. I said, man.
Marriage and divorce is for some people, so what difference does it make? I'm just saying, that's just my opinion.
I'm gonna marry your ass before we have shit, man.
And then it's trash.
It's trash.
Now what I'm doing.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm stuck with, like, how the fuck that doesn't even work. You're a lemon. Like you said, lemon law. I'm calling lemon law.
Because I'm not doing that.
I'm calling 1-800 lemon law on your ass.
You lied to me.
Yeah, right.
I'm
this
suing
shit
you.
trash, right? Yeah, right.
Sorry, y'all, I'm sweating.
We should be able to
drink.
It's all good. We should be able to fucking super lemon law. Motherfucker got me marry your ass and shit trash. You right though.
No, for real.
Men and women.
Men and women. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not doing it until we get married. Man,
I do whatever I'm comfortable with.
Facts.
At the moment that if I'm comfortable, it is what it is. Shit, I might initiate it.
Right. I know.
I'm just keeping it for real.
I know that's right.
I just might be the one. But for me, if someone let me know they were addicted to sex, like early on, because I like sex.
Okay.
But if you're telling me that in this multiple parties, I won't do it. Oh, sorry.
Nah, but go ahead. What we was talking about.
As I said, I will ghost you. Because I'm not dealing with that, because it's too much STIs.
I get it.
And STDs out here.
I get it.
And I don't want to be a statistic to it. I know too many people who have it, and I don't want to be.
Well, see, that's because, like I said, and I understand, you from what you saw, like, you know what's so crazy? Like, I met this girl years ago who was in the healthcare field. She Yeah, she said she didn't give a fuck. I was like, what?
Huh?
You see, yo, real shit? It was weird as shit. I was like,
Oh.
you see this shit on the regular. She was like, I'm not gonna, but she said, I'm not gonna live my life in fear. I'm not gonna live my life. I'm gonna take the precautions.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna live. And I, like, even with the COVID virus and shit, I was on niggas scared to death, man. You better get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? But it took time for me to build that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I mean, and then listen to people in the healthcare field tell you know the things you do, like wash your hands and don't touch your face. So the same thing with that, you know, take the proper precautions and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
mean, but now they got this pill out there, people in the PrEP. You know, it's called PrEP.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That people take before they
Okay.
have sex to kind of prevent.
Ain't that the Tutti Fruttis?
What's that?
The Blades? They do that.
Anybody can go and get one. Get PrEP. Like, I'm serious. Like, anybody can just go and ask for PrEP.
Let's prep our ass to get back. No
Listen,
pause, no homo.
We ain't got the PrEP because I ain't doing it.
Let's get back. Let's get back on mental health because now we can't go to the other lane. I don't want to, be like.
So my
yeah.
answer would be no.
PrEP. Okay.
He's gone.
Okay.
Ghosted. Whatever.
Okay. So like, if you do a line and nothing, like you can't.
No, we're not doing that.
So could you date someone who was an addict before?
Have I ever?
Yeah.
I found out. I didn't know.
So when you found out?
When I found out, I was deeply in love. Oh. And I was 22 years old.
Oh, you was young. That's what.
Because
I don't think me personally, no knocking nobody. Listen,
right.
like you have your courage. You have succeeded. You fought that demon. You overcame it. But me personally, I just can't see myself getting involved with someone who was addicted to drugs.
Yeah, I didn't know. I found out.
We ain't the same.
Through his roommates.
We ain't the same nigga.
Yeah.
Like we just ain't the same. If you was like that shit had you.
Yeah, he had to go.
Yeah, like you was out there. Like,
but I did try to help him.
Cause even like big, like, cause I'm a funny dude. I be thinking about how many dicks you suck for like a bag.
I can't.
How many motherfuckers pipe? Like for real, and like that's what my mind gonna be like. But so.
Like, what did you do for this?
Yeah, like, come on, cause I seen it. I was around it, so like, how far did you go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, I did it. Oh, hell no, man. Like, yeah, I ain't, cause that's where my mind gonna go. Like, how deep was you in it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, I guess because I build mental, like, you have to intellectually stimulate me before I ever lay down with you.
Mentally stimulate you.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta talk.
If we can have a conversation, a decent one on any topic, anything. I'm talking about from football to politics to.
So
I'm
what if
serious
he like
to
a
food
mute?
to.
So what if he's a sexy ass mute?
Who?
The dude.
I'm not. He won't never talk. I'm out.
You out?
Yeah,
but he look good as a motherfucker.
I don't care about that.
He's an action figure.
I do not care about that.
He's an action figure.
I don't care about none of that.
None of that?
None.
No, he gotta talk you to death?
Not talk me to death, but you gotta be able to hold a conversation. A decent one.
I get it though.
A decent one. Seriously. Because that's what turns me on.
I get it.
It doesn't, if you just.
Because nobody love for
you
men.
pretty and you trying to tell me all this stuff that I already freaking know.
Like for men, we don't want cold girlfriend. Like cold girlfriend was bad. The one that was
cold, the dummy, the airhead.
Oh man, she was bad as hell though. She pretty as shit, but
she was
she was goddamn dumb. What? They tell me let's go hit the slopes. What did the slopes do to us, Nicole? Like nobody wants that, so I get it. Like you can go from a dom to a 3 because of your mental stability.
Because everything ain't about outside appearance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can't be all looking sloppy, but everything's just not about outside. I can't do that. But which brings you back to. Like you were saying with the mental health and being aware, is a such thing called distant avoidant.
Distant avoidance, okay.
And then you have something called fearful avoidant.
Okay, you got to break these down. So like, distant avoidant.
Distant avoidant
and fearful avoidant.
Right, I'm just going to give you the two of what they
I think I know what they are, but
the
fearful one is...
Well, distant
is the
avoidant
fearful one like you're scared to get... So I mean, but are you scared to get hurt? Or scared, I think, is that what it is?
Both are like that. Both are like
because
that.
I think we at the age nobody want to get played. Like I had these conversations all the time. I'd be like, yo, we are at an age where we scared to get played. Nobody want to be on Front Street.
So that's the fearful avoidant.
Okay.
The distant avoidant is when someone, like I said previously, me and you date, okay? And like it's going well, we don't have no issues.
Shit popping off.
So that, let's just say you're the distant avoidant person. That
probably
drives for you. You're having an euphoric feeling right now. Like this is it. This is the one. She's nice. She's this and the third.
Right.
She reciprocate the whole 9 yards that you've been wanting out of a female, right?
Right. Okay.
But now, as time go on, you get into that 3-month mark and you starting to have flutters because you really dig into sis and you really like her and damn, I can see myself with this person because now you're in nostalgia, right? And things like that.
I call that the goofy moment. I do when you start getting goofy.
But it is.
Yeah, like you start
like teenage love, you know.
Yeah, I like this motherfucker.
Right.
God damn.
But now you're getting scared.
Okay.
Because you don't know how to connect those feelings because it stems from childhood. Like I said, when your caretaker or your parent or whoever neglected to nurture you, or if you came to them with issues or they shut you down, you were always being rejected. Rejection is one of the biggest words in this. When you felt rejected or was rejected, you carry that to your adulthood and into your relationships. So the minute somebody tell you no or don't, the criticism come in, you shutting off and you're getting distant.
Okay.
And like I said, it can be abruptly and just cold turkey stop talking to the person.
Okay.
Or it can just lead up slowly. And then you had a fearful avoidant, right? Which is, it's kind of similar, but it's not the same.
Okay.
So I'm the fearful avoidant, you're the distant avoidant. I'm the fearful avoidant because I'm anxious. I'm anxious. And I'm anxious because I've been let down so much. Okay? Because I done wore my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Did everything that I feel as though that I'm supposed to do to make him feel good about himself and to make things work. And it's like, why he pulling away? Damn, and this always happened. So now I'm fearful of being hurt. And it makes you anxious. You understand what I'm saying? So those are the two differences in those two. And it's interesting because it's in a lot of relationships and people don't know of it.
I mean, most like, I even heard, I was listening to, shout, and I said I don't want to mention celebrity, the dude Cam Newton has his pot, and I just watched him with this doctor. I guess he was like, it was a good fucking joint. He said he fears getting divorced more than he want to get married, some shit like that. Like his fear of divorce is higher than wanting to get married. And at first, it took me a minute to process that, but I see what he's saying.
I can understand that.
Man, she broke that much. She broke him down. She broke him down, like down. Red Night's going down. She broke, and it's going viral. Like her, man, she was sharp as a fucking knife. Wow. And she's just said some real shit to him. So it's like almost what you're saying. Like us men, we got this, like you said, fearful avoidance. What's the other one you said? Distant avoidance. How about this one? Even social avoidance.
Oh yeah.
Social avoidance. We don't want to be seen socially. Like now we don't want to be seen. We don't want to come to the cookout. We don't want to go do nothing with you because we're trying to be we trying like it's getting too serious. Like you, hey, I was thinking you go to my cookout, meet my family. Whoa, what the fuck?
Wait, hold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now we're being social. That's what we think.
And he pulls all the way back. Or she pulls all the way back.
Yeah, because
it's getting too serious. And they don't know how to connect that emotion.
Facts.
And they like you. They might even love you. But they don't know how to connect that emotion.
Yeah, he called and said, yo, she want me to go to the motherfucking cookout, dog. What you think I should do? Nigga, you gotta go, man. I don't wanna go to that shit, man. She only get along, like, know what I'm saying? She only get along with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So.
And most of distant avoidance will make every excuse to break it off with you. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. They'll say things like, well, I'm not good enough for you, or like,
it's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me. Oh, that's a favorite line right there.
It's not you. But it's me, I gotta. But I'm gonna
be find something better.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm
gonna be honest with you though, real shit. For men, especially men who are ambitious and have certain stature, we stand for certain stuff. So we know when I'm not the man I want to be for you right now. So therefore, I gotta do the work. So therefore, like for me, I even said this on one of my topics. I want to go to therapy because I want to do the work. Like I want to, and I don't want to just do it for me. I want to be an advocate for other men. Like, yo, it's okay, dog. Like, go get that therapy. It's not going to hurt. Help.
I'm in therapy now. I told you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so getting therapy ain't gonna make you look like we grown, bro. Like we not young no more. We ain't got no fucking rep to look at. We ain't got no shit. We got kids now. We got, you know what I'm saying? So we have to do the work for our grandkids and our kids. Like for example, when you just said everything goes back to childhood, think about this. How many times your mom and dad used to tell you they loved you when we grew up?
I can't ever think about that.
My mom said her mom never.
I struggle with it today to say it back when my mom says it to me.
My mom said her mom never told her she loved her.
Right.
I tell my kids every fucking man, I love you. That's something I broke that, you know what I'm saying? But think about how our parents and then their parents didn't tell them they loved them.
Right.
But they knew they was loved.
Because you can feel it.
Never heard it. That's crazy.
Right.
And then our parents barely told us.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So when it comes now, we trying to be in relationships.
Right.
We know how to do it, but we don't know how to.
Right. We don't know how to really vocalize
We live in a world
it.
Now. Let's be honest, it's a little sensitive. Everybody's so sensitive. You got to be careful with words. You can don't call me her. I'm a they. You got to be careful with words these days, because motherfuckers are sensitive as hell. Like let's be fucking honest. You can't say certain. Don't say that. That's offensive.
Yeah.
So now we live in a world where you have to express how you feel to people with the words. But if you didn't hear these words growing up,
how do you do it?
How you want to tell her you love her and you never heard it growing up?
Right.
You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. You probably heard that in your life.
And love is an action verb.
Exactly. You probably heard that. Girl, you know I love it while I got shit and shit.
Exactly.
Damn, you know I love you.
I never dealt with a man like that.
You never?
Because I won't. No, I'm not.
So
I'm very...
You picky.
I'm not picky. I'm just very upfront. Like, I'm not dealing with that.
Okay.
I'm just not going to... I'm serious. Like, I just will not put myself through that type of... I'm not trying to build no man.
Okay. Bob Build-A-Bear. So you never dealt with a dude that was broken, like you try to help him get back?
I dealt with a man that was broken, which was a serial cheater.
So he was broke, like, so that's what kills me about women too. Like, so for y'all will lower y'all standards, right? Y'all will lower y'all standards, like, you know what, girl, I'm gonna give him a chance, you know, he nice. And you know, knowing this dude ain't got no business fucking with you, and you still give this nigga a chance, and he does the same shit the rest
So I'm
of
gonna
the
say this, because I don't deal with cheaters, right? So I'm gonna give you this
cheaters.
little synopsis real
Everybody,
quick.
you don't know
With
the cheater?
him, I found out, remember, I tell you, I found out
found
later.
out, okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't leave. And my daughter said to me,
Oh,
Mom,
so you
you
stayed.
always say, I got 3 daughters.
So you stayed when you found out you
I'm
cheated?
gonna tell you why.
Oh, aha. Go ahead.
It's the catch-22.
Okay, good.
My kids said, Mom, you always tell us don't put up with that, don't do that third. I said, baby girl, I'm in nursing school.
Okay.
I ain't working.
Oh.
I'm keeping it 100 right now.
I need this nigga.
I need this.
I need this nigga.
I need him to do what he need to do.
You
You got to rub
stayed,
two niggas
okay.
together. You got to do something.
Okay, so you did what we talked about earlier, what Grandmom did.
Yes.
See?
I just did
For your benefit.
You daggone right, because
All
guess
right.
what? He benefited off of me. I paid almost all the bills when I was working at Temple.
Uh-huh.
He didn't make as much as I did, and that's neither here
Oh,
nor
doing
there.
security, he definitely
But
making that,
yeah,
but
he
go
wasn't.
ahead.
He's still there, believe it or not, scratching 2 quarters together. But sorry, I sound real condescending right now.
Making
but
that good
I'm just
$15 an
saying.
hour.
No, he's not even making that.
Dang, yo,
But
stop.
no, I'm dead ass serious. He's
Yo,
not.
stop lying.
No, he's not. He's not.
Nigga,
Allah does not make no money.
$13
But
an
I
hour?
loved him for who he was.
If you make it, yeah, and I ain't, listen, brothers, fellas, listen, I'm just keeping it all the way being, man. Holla at me. I got a infrastructure. Get in, if you need some help, I'm getting started class too for dudes. If y'all need some help on making good money in the infrastructure field, please holla at me, send me a DM. I'm getting started class, because there's no way, as a grown man, you should at least be making $20 an hour, at least to scratch the surface. This to be
Right.
scratching, this to come in the house like, yeah, baby, I worked hard. If you're not making over $20 an hour, and I'm not knocking nobody who's not in that bracket, but you should inspire to be in that bracket, is what I'm saying. As a grown-ass man, you should at least be making $25, wanting to make $25 an hour. If your job does not provide that, or that is not their pay, their high, like for me, in my profession, there are certain states that pay certain, like for example, I worked in Maryland. Maryland does not pay what I make now, and therefore I won't work in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's, you have to find, you know what I mean, that what works for you, because it, like, even how much you make, fellas, it goes into the mental part of in a relationship. Because if your woman making more than you, there's an insecurity. That's a mental issue. She makes way more money than you. You bring this little $15 an hour. Damn, I said 15, you ain't even there. You bring this little nut ass $15 an hour in the house. She making 150, 200 a year, bro. And you know what I mean? You mad at her because she thriving, and she, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta want, like, ain't nothing wrong. Like, you know, it's so easy to Google and research what professions pay good money, bro. It is that easy without even an education, man, a trade.
Right.
Man, work on cars part-time, bro. Learn to fix brakes. You'll be surprised.
Open a tire shop.
Yeah, open up a tire to sell you. Yo, I'm telling you, fellas, you'll be surprised all the, like, if, you know, the income you can make outside of your regular job on the side as a side hustle.
I don't, so for me, I want to say this.
Damn, $13 an hour.
I don't know if you even had that, but
Shit.
I don't have a problem with a man making less than me, right?
But
I really
less.
don't. I really don't. Because most independent women, strong women, I'm talking about strong now, right?
Now, see, when y'all
We
say
don't
strong,
look, we look at it to a certain degree.
I put
If
this
you
meme up. It
can't-
was a woman with muscles and shit. I don't want no.
You know what I mean by strong, like
Strong ass woman.
mentally strong.
I know what you mean, man.
You know, we don't
She ain't
want to
cock
deal
diesel.
with a man for what he has.
Okay, but that can create an insecurity, though.
But that's his problem. And if he's gonna keep doing it, then I'm gonna let you go. However, we looking for the man to take our car to the shop, being honest right now, fix some stuff around the house. I ain't got to call a plumber.
Right.
I need you to be able to do some things. Compensate in other ways. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make me happy. Where I ain't got to go in my pockets and be paying you to come fix my ceiling.
There's grown men who don't even know how to change tires.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Like,
So, What, they don't cut grass? I hear people, I'm cutting my grass. Why are you cutting grass?
I was cutting mine.
But you got, especially if you got a son. Like when I was a son, my mom we had to do certain stuff. Like, or my children, I call y'all dad. All right, we'll do it.
Right.
So even the way we growing up, man. This is another thing I want to touch on too. Now but black women, y'all don't realize. Honestly, I just want to say this because something just happened where I'm like, y'all don't realize y'all saved some of our lives, like by moving out of the community. Like some of us, like I'm from Chester, PA, and it's, you know, I remember, like, let's take Wilmington, Delaware, a couple years back. It was crazy. It was a lot of murders going on. So if it was a black woman living in Wilmington, if you took your son and moved them out of Wilmington, you literally saved your son. It's a shame you gotta leave,
right?
But you are saving your son's life.
Right.
And I was just thinking, like, I wonder by my mom moving, did she save my life or save because I could have been still, you know, like, and I was like, damn, black women don't even realize by simply moving.
Right.
Getting up like, yo, I'm going to move to here and start over. It ain't got to be hours away a plane trip. It could be like this 30 minutes that way. Or I'm going to move them out of this city limit of this danger zone.
Yes.
They saved their sons' lives, man. So therefore, like, you know, if, you know, ladies, if you have to move. Don't worry about what nobody say. Don't worry about what the fuck people think. You are going to save your son's life, literally. And if you don't want to go, he ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? My dad had a saying back in the day, man, when I lived with him. I told you I moved my dad. My dad said, listen, boy, I'm going to tell you right now. I can't change your attitude, but I can change your address.
I like that.
And I live by that to the day. I can't change your attitude, but I can change your address.
True.
So
Get them out there.
therefore, like you said, everything goes back to childhood. And of course, when we meet people, and we in our 40s and our late 30s, we not asking people a lot of questions like that. Like, say, yo, some women do. Like, do you got a relationship with your mom?
I do.
How do you treat your mom? Do you take care? Like for example, y'all women always say how you treat your kids. Some of y'all have y'all date men who got kids out here who don't even fuck with his kids.
Oh, that's crazy.
But then you turn around and have kids with this nigga, and then y'all break up and you complain.
That's insane.
That is like you knew he was a piece of shit dad because he didn't take care of his other kids. Now you went ahead and had kids with this nigga and thought he was going.
Well, I've always had this thing where I won't date a man whose kids is under the age of 18. I'm not doing it. I'm still not doing it.
You kind of you sound like you lower your bar a lot, meaning like your chances. So you just okay with being by yourself because you just
I am. I'm very content.
Because you just keep taking away like.
Yeah, I can't do it. I mean, if your kids is younger than that. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm so serious because.
I mean, I don't
feel like the drama that may come with it. I'm not saying it will, but I just don't feel like all that. And all my kids are grown.
Okay.
You know, 25, 21, 18, and I want to do stuff.
So what if he have multiple? This another one.
Multiple children?
Yeah, like he got 8 baby moms. I always bring this in there up because I heard about this story. He had 8 kids and he had like 5 baby moms. So he got himself together. He was trying to date, and so it got to the point where he had to lie about his children and I was like, so that's when I realized there's something to me called a good lie because he had to. It's like he couldn't get no woman. They run as soon as they hear that.
It depends on how old the kids are.
Wow.
If you got 8 kids, 5 baby moms, I got 3. I got 3 baby dads, and I got 3 kids.
Okay.
It is what it is. All my kids are 4 and a half years apart.
No problem.
However, things happen. You got to move on, right? But if you got 8 kids, 5 baby moms, and you take care of all your children.
Nigga, shoot that club up. I mean, then it's like,
you take all your kids, ain't got nothing to do with me. As long as you take care of your kids. But if they're children, I'm not doing it.
I get that.
Your youngest got to be 18. I'm serious.
So you would you would move forward with this guy as long as they not.
Long as they're nobody's under the age of 18.
So you're pretty dope because you gave. But a lot of women say they would run from that
and
guy.
those women ain't got shit anyway.
Like,
sorry, you gotta be going wells with it.
I was like, that's sad because he didn't. You know, kids are never a mistake.
Not only that, it's just not fair.
Yeah, like
because you don't know.
He could have did this in his 20s. He's 40 now. Got his shit together, make good money. He's trying to find a wife.
He could be a good dude.
It's thorough as shit.
But
take
you
care
ask
of
him
all
off
his
of
kids.
that.
But now I'm thinking, I know this dude I grew up with, came up with. You know, dude got a lot of kids. He take care of all his kids. But I be wondering, like, thinking about him now, like, you know, do we have a problem? I see him every once in a while, but I be wondering, like, does he have a problem dating because he got a lot of kids? I don't know. But at the end of the day, he's a good fucking dude, a genuine, solid dude. But like, you know, that's for women.
Well, that's because the woman is selfish. Let's start there. That woman is selfish. Mental health again.
Mental
She's
health.
selfish.
Everything
She
to
wants
herself?
everything for herself. She wants you to herself. You don't ever want to date a woman that wants you to herself.
Yeah.
I'm so serious. That woman's gonna try to pull you away from your family, your friends.
What about the mama boys?
I won't do it ever again. That's a no. I can't. I actually asked men, "Are you the only child? Or are you the only son?"
Yo,
And I just keep
it's
running
so
into
many
them.
mental things that we gotta process when you trying to date or get in a relationship. Like, was he a mama's boy?
Yeah, it's a
was he
lot.
raised by his grandma? Who was like?
But
what?
you know what?
Did he
Even
have
if he
uncles? Did he
is-
have brothers? Did he have dad? Like, you know what I'm saying?
If he was, and I did date somebody that I was taking care of son. Okay, last year, and I was taking care of his mom at my facility. I was DON, and he was only. I could tell he was the only child because he kept coming in by himself every day, and then I knew he liked me. He kept on looking. So one day we started talking. I was like, "You the only child, ain't you?" He said, "Yeah." But we started dating. But his mom raised him to be a good man.
Okay.
I will say that.
Right.
He was not a mama's boy to the point where as though it would have took away from me.
Right.
He still was doing whatever he wanted to do, but taking care of his mom.
Right.
But then you have the mothers who nurture their sons to the point where you would think that was her husband. And that's where the
shit.
problem is at.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like
that's her man. and
Yeah, I
shit,
can't
so-
deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing
man.
with that.
Or that mom involved in every decision.
But
or
that
something
goes
like-
back to the mom's childhood.
That's crazy.
See what I'm saying? Like it's really a generational thing. That go back to the mom's upbringing and or the men that she dealt with in her life that made her feel invalidated.
Yeah.
So now I gotta have validation from my son. So I'm literally that's the trauma bond thing you talking about.
Yeah, trauma bond.
That's where that comes in at. You know what I'm saying? She don't like none of his girlfriends. Nobody got time for
But
that.
what about this though? Like, how about this? Like the women who do the generational shit. Like, okay, like I seen this growing up where the mom was outside partying, always out, and the grandma, like, so
Got
they
kids.
all lived with they lived with the mom. The mom lived with the grandma. So the grandma raised the daughters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen this literally so many times growing up. The grandma raised the daughter. The mom was always outside. The grandma gets older, dies. Now the mom is in the house. She becomes a grandma. The daughter out running around now because the mom take care. Like
Yes.
it's like what the fuck?
It is. It's
Now
really
she running
generational.
around. Yo, that's crazy, man.
I hate
how-
to sound, and this is a little off topic,
And
and
they
I'm
be
gonna
the
go off of
same,
that,
they be on
but
EBT card.
I was just about to go there.
Like
You
they-
stop reading my mouth with the telepathy over here, because that's where I was going. I said I'm gonna end it on that, but that's where you got the generation of families who are on welfare because they see they don't know what a struggle. The kids never really understand what that struggle
hyped
is.
to go to the
And they
bar
see
on the
their mom or their
weekend.
dad not working and stuff like that, but ends are always met. Or if the lights got cut off, they got cut back on in 2 days. So in their mind, this is normal.
This is normal.
And it's
Yeah.
okay. And she keep having these babies, but we got all this food in the refrigerator.
All this
So
food.
in their
We
mind, this
good.
is the normal.
And we got a house.
And we got a house.
But we live in a project.
Exactly.
So, but
and with a Benz or a Porsche or a Maserati or a, you know what I
outside,
mean?
yeah, in the project.
Yep.
I know motherfucker had 3 cars lined up.
Oh, that
nice
would have
cars.
pissed me off. Oh, that would have made me so
Motherfucker
mad.
living in the project.
But
You rent like $20 a month, motherfucker.
That's a really bad generational curse that the black people.
Man, that's crazy.
Because
And
I just feel like welfare is supposed to be a stepping stool.
And it's
You know?
all got to do with, like you said, their mental capacity,
Mm-hmm.
man. And it's all about, like, for me, I'm ambitious. I want more. Like,
Right.
I can't settle for just being content or
Right.
just being okay. Like you just
Yeah, I
said,
can't.
I'm not knocking, top flight security bull, but there's no way I can, settle for,
Yes.
like I remember when I first got back in the workforce, I'm gonna be always fucking honest. I was making $9.50 an hour. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
How old were you?
I look back, huh?
How old were you?
Man, I was in my 30s.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was just trying to get a job because, the
Yeah.
records and stuff, like as a man, you just want to get back in the workforce.
Okay.
But at that time, I was like, yo, I can't believe, like, my check was just like,
I know what you mean. I feel you.
so, like, I felt like Martin. He's like, got my 70 cents, Gina. Got my 70 cents. Like, I was hyped to be working. But then
Right.
as time went by, I was like, yo, this ain't
This
it.
ain't it.
And I kept telling the dudes I work with, bro, you gonna be, I was like, bro, you out your fucking mind. You think I'm gonna sit here and make this little bit of ass money.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got into the field I'm into now. And man, listen, I'm doing, I was gonna say I'm doing very well.
Doing very well.
Very well.
Exactly.
So I say that to say you can start from somewhere. Nothing
Yes.
wrong with,
Yes.
picking up the trash.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with these jobs, you know what I'm saying? But just have ambition to want more. Just don't get stagnant, like, you know what?
It is what
I
it
started
is.
in the back of the house washing dishes. Now I'm in the front.
Right.
And like, how much you make, man? Boy, they got me $18.55. That's it. Like, and I
That's
ain't
like being
knocking-
a field nigga
Bro,
going to be in the
yeah,
the
Chick-fil-A
porch
paying
nigga, like,
18 now
Yeah,
and
nah,
shit. So
that's crazy.
You gotta want more. And all that comes back into play with mental, capacity and mental.
And what they seen.
Yeah, what they seen. And you can't complain. You can't be the complaining nigga that come home to your woman complaining, constantly complaining. They got me fucked up at work. They got me fucked, that's what we are. They got me fucked all the way up. Right. They gonna fuck around and find out. And then, that's our lines and shit. Mm-hmm. But, I try, don't complain. If you don't like your job, quit. Go find something else, man. Don't complain about the money because that brings mental strain on your relationship. Yeah. Men, we don't realize we bring a total, because we're not like our grandfathers. Think about it. My grandfather worked, you know what I'm saying? He was a working dude. My kid's grandfather wasn't the working dude. I'm beyond, he was outside. Like our generation was outside. Right. They was out there getting money. They was on that George Lucas shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. So they're different now. Mm-hmm. So now we have to evolve as men. We have to evolve, and that's what I think what is happening with when it comes to this mental, thing is, as men, some of us, and even women, we haven't evolved together. Right. We evolved separately. Yeah, we have not evolved together. We haven't had this conversation where we say, yo, listen, we come together, let's evolve together. Let's learn how to get it together. Like, I understand you was outside and now you working now, and I understand you make 18, but yo, bro, you making 18 now, but let's try to get you somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is your police record, whatever? Oh, you can still do IT. Right. IT pays this. Right. You could go to, like, like these things. You want to work on cars, you want to do, there's so many computer science, like there's so many lanes and trades you can learn as a man and pick up.
I just think that
make good money.
Men and women, black men and women, just need to be mature and come to the common ground of, I help you, you help me, and we build. But this is where the fear tactic come in at. Because a lot of women feel like when he comes up,
avoidance.
He's going to leave me. Because unfortunately,
what's that saying? Don't buy man shoes to go walk out your life.
Listen, you ain't never lied. But real talk, like that's how it be. So a lot of women, like myself, I've helped men. I've helped them do stuff. I made a man. I hate to say it on camera. I made a man a whole diploma.
Yeah, I heard the fixer upper dudes leave too. Yeah, I heard they leave, y'all. Like,
I literally sat in my house for a week and made someone a diploma back in the day when I was younger, so that he can get a better job. And he got that job. He wasn't my dude though. He was the security guard's family member. But he got the job. So what I'm saying is, you got women out here that would go over mountains to try to help you.
Hold up, think about that for a second. What we just said, right? Real talk right here. You just said the security guard boy. Let's use him for example. No disrespect, homie.
No, it's all good.
But your income is very low. So do you think that's why he cheats, to make himself feel big?
Of course.
Because his income, so he has to compensate somewhere else. Because he's so low on the totem pole financially. Yes. That he has to make himself feel big.
But he also had an awful childhood. See, I will dig in your brain. Cause I love mental. I'm telling you, I got to be mental stimulated. I need to know a lot of stuff. Like, I need to know why you're acting the way you're acting. Okay. And I'm not perfect, but I need to know why you're acting the way you're acting. That way I know how to adjust or move out the goddamn way. One or the other.
I think a lot of us men do, like, we do stuff like they say, like, it's real. Like, the short guy got the big ass car, you go in his house, you got the big ass TVs. We overcompensate for something else we're lacking. That can be because when I look at the men I was around and shit like that, I see those things that we do as men. We overcompensate for something we're lacking. Yeah. So, and it's like, now you said that security guard boy wasn't making that much money, even though he not really, but for him, fucking all these different women and with all these women makes him feel as a man. Like,
and paying child support. I literally had to ask him, like, do you think you're gonna have any money to go towards the groceries?
So he like to shoot the club up?
Because yes.
Oh, so yeah.
Because I was paying 75 to 80% of stuff like that. And again, because he was such a nurturing person in the beginning.
Pull-out game sucked too. God damn, bro. You always fucked up out here.
Yeah, I was like, this is it. That was my last straw. Like, I can't do this.
Damn, bro.
Because you can't make somebody. That's another thing people gotta understand. You can't change somebody. You can try to help them, but you can't change them. Well, they gotta want to do it.
Well, my honest opinion, man, Mr. Real Talk, honest opinions, I think we need to have more conversations like these, the uncomfortable conversations about mental health and mental, what I'm saying, like getting help and seeking the help. Like you said, so many people were like scared, or yo, I don't need that. Like we talked about earlier. We use church as our fucking mental stability. We're gonna go into church, like our grandparents went to church on Sunday. We're gonna go in church and pray on it. Right. Remember, that's what they would do. They would say, yo, and they would think, and sometimes in their brain, think that it would go away. I told
Yes.
you, God was there. He heard us, baby. He heard us. Remember, that was their way of.
It was motivation.
Yeah,
and
it was,
honestly, it needs to come back.
it does.
It does. It needs to come back.
But these pastors, goddamn, look like rappers now, so you can't.
But even without having a pastor,
I know what you mean.
just your own. You know
your
what I mean?
household, your household.
Even driving here, right?
Pray
Because I have a
together.
fear of the bridge.
Uh-huh.
I'm so fearful of the bridge.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't understand. Like, I will do 30 coming over this bridge from my PTSD from the accident.
Okay.
I pray before I get on it. I pray for all the drivers. I
Family
pray
to
for
pray
any
together,
pedestrians.
stay together.
And I pray to take the anxiety. So you can have your own moments. You know what I mean?
So I think that's what people should do. Like, now we thinking about it. Okay, if you won't go get the help, go get the the psychiatric help, or the counselor help, then go to church or do something together that helps y'all process life and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll ease the comfort. That's why I think the couples back in the day stayed together, because they had something that they did in common to get through the tough times. Because Earl lost his job.
Earl.
You know what I'm saying? old Mr. Earl lost his job. He got fired and shit. You know what I mean? Because that white man came. That motherfucker came, took my job, baby. You believe this shit, Earl? Calm down, Earl. Calm down. Nah, baby, them motherfuckers is crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's how they went. They was like, we gonna go to church. We gonna pray. We gonna go talk to. I'm gonna call the pastor. We gonna pray. And they got the pastor on the phone. The pastor's praying on him. Baby, I think I love you, baby. And but the black women too was there. They told Earl, it's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right.
Now the women walk away.
Yeah.
The women walk away.
And talk shit. This weak ass motherfucker bitch. I mean, like.
But like I said earlier, you attract what you looking for.
And before we get out of here, here's another thing too. I brought this up to someone. I was like, see, y'all women, y'all got so many criteria of the type of guy you want. And I was like, you can't control some things. Like, for example, if he's a bitch ass nigga, you can't control that. But every woman, I ain't dating no punk. If he can secure money, secure this, secure that, and he just not built like, that's fine. Like, for example, I brought up this example. I was like, what if y'all out and a nigga straight walk up to you and smack you and hit you, and the nigga turn around, your dude turn around, what you do to that man? What you say to that man? Why, man, he snapping on you and you got smacked. Look at your face.
Because it happened to me.
Wait,
That's
what?
why I'm making that face.
Wait,
it happened to me.
Wait.
And I don't want to take her time, but it happened to me.
Oh, shit.
That's why I'm making that face like, I'm telling you, I got topics for days. Like,
wait, so a nigga can't hit?
It was a security guard.
This was the security guard bull?
He didn't hit me though, but we were in the bar.
But the security guard bull.
And he knew some girl, because of course he do. And she got into it with another girl, and the bar was closing at 2 o'clock. This is up in Germantown. And I go to my car, get in the car, and I'm like, yo, where he go that quick? He too busy in the middle of women's shit, trying to defuse the situation. So I get out the car, of course. I'm like, yo, come on, we gotta go. And the girl turned to me to fight me. I'm from the hood. I don't care how sophisticated. Listen, I'm G-Town, North Philly, EA all day.
Came out.
All that, came straight out. So I'm squaring up with like 20 people, seriously, men and women. And he done went and got closer to the car and left me right there. So I felt the girl pull my ponytail. My ponytail came off, had a hairpiece. It came off, but I still got faced these 20 people. Out of nowhere, dude from the left, boom. I seen his face, because I'm gonna tell my pop. I done seen his face, but I still got squared this way. So at this point, my quote unquote boyfriend comes around the car, he picks me up, because you know I'm crazy. Picks me up, he throws me in the car, and he pulls off. Now I'm arguing with him. So we get to the house, I only live around the corner. I went and got his Smith & Wesson. And I ran back out the house.
You gotta zoom in on my face
I'm
right
crazy.
now.
Because everybody about to catch this heat.
But hold up though, the whole time he's security guard bull.
And so when we did talk about this later on, his thing was, well, you know, when I got jumped and they broke my jaw when I was a kid. See what I'm saying? Going back into the childhood. When he was at Sky Zone. Remember it was called Sky Zone?
Yeah.
He said that he got jumped, mistaken identity because his friends had some beef with somebody, and it made him fearful. I said, but you left me, a woman, to fight all these people. Who does that? So one of the biggest things that women look for is not the money.
Let me take my shades
it's more security. You know what I mean? We're looking for security from men.
But you can't.
Not finances. Most of us that's independent. We're not looking for the finances. We're looking for security from our man.
And
we want to be able to walk down the street and know that.
And you know what's so
you know what I
fucked
mean?
up is that it's moments like that you don't know what's going to happen. But when that moment arrived, he didn't.
He froze
show
up.
Yeah, he didn't show up. That's
Yep, he
fucked
froze up.
Yeah.
And then like maybe 2 years later, Because I still was in,
2
talk
years
to
later.
him. I was still talking to him. He was a cool person.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, you ever think, absolutely not, sir. And he said, why? And I told him, why? You don't make me feel secure. That should have never happened.
Man,
I never should have to go through that.
So broke, a lot of kids,
Liar.
liar, cheater, and he was a bitch
Unprotected.
ass nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you say? The dick was good?
It was. I ain't
Okay,
gonna lie.
I knew it had
It
to.
really was.
God damn, because
was.
that's a lot of red flag. It had to be something that was so unique that kept you, because ain't no fucking way, bruh. Damn, motherfucker ran on you got stole by a dude. He sat there.
Yeah.
Ain't no man. I'm picking up a rock or something.
I mean, he
throwing at
literally
him.
tried to not get me back in the
He could have
car.
reached,
but-
went in the trunk, got the tire, and like we, you remember that joke? We used to do the joke, fake joke, like get back, nigga. Like he could have did something. He could have faked
How
it.
about he could have started the car and tried to run him over or something? How about
Yeah,
that?
something
Did none of
faked it, like rawr. He could have roared, did something crazy,
But the
did himself,
crazy-
like something.
And the crazy part is, like, he was telling people, like, yo, y'all crazy. Y'all about that life.
But what
Like, he
about
was
you,
bragging on
pussy?
me.
Pussy.
Right, like,
but
nah.
it goes back to real talk. He not
Mm-hmm.
built like that, and it's
No.
okay. And that's just something that you have to, either you can deal with it or you can't.
Yeah.
If the dude ain't built or cut like that, it is what it is. And for example, there's a lot of black men who portray like we built and cut like that. When you not, bro, just be who you are. It's okay to be a bitch ass. If you're a bitch, it's okay. It's not, you wasn't brought up, you don't have the
Right.
heart, the capacity
Right.
to process. Like you said, he been through some shit and traumatized him. Like I've been jumped, but I still run my ass. I got to
Exactly.
fuck up, scrape my shit off. I'm like, nigga, let's
They're
go.
gonna grab at least one or two of them.
Yeah, like I actually like, when I start fighting, I start like, man, I like it when there's multiple dudes, because I'm gonna hit the one motherfucker and one gonna run, the other one gonna think about it like, God damn, he hit that. So that's where my mind was at when I used to be, you know,
Right.
I was like, it was a glory. But for me to, you know, freeze up, especially if no guns involved, no guns,
Right.
let's have it.
It wasn't none
It
of
was
my
like,
knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. So for that situation, that's sad, man. That's sad
Yeah.
that, you know, like,
His fight or flight came in and he flight.
right? Shit. Whew.
But
God damn.
but
But
this what it is. But this was a great conversation.
yes, it was, man. Mental awareness within our relationships, man. We definitely have to have these conversations, more of these conversations and stuff like that, because it's real. We're not young no more. We can't just be, like when we were young, we jump, oh, I like you like me. God damn, you bad. God damn. Now we older, we've been through some shit. We've been cracked upside the head from motherfuckers hurt us. We've been hurt, like literally hurt, crying and shit. Man, a couple times went to the bathroom, shut the door, nobody know. When that motherfucker shed a couple tears, and then I told man up, nigga. Had my little man up, man up, nigga. We gonna be back. We's gonna be back. Had the whole slave voice in my
Right.
head. We's gonna get back. We's gonna be out there. We's gonna get on back out there, and we gonna be good. We some good looking people, boss. Like, this is my conversation I have with myself. For real, like, I really would talk to myself because I've been crushed. I've been hurt. Shit, I ain't gonna front,
Right.
man. Like, you know what I mean? You read something, oh, God damn, you can do me like that, man. Like, no. Nobody seen it. I let my shit off. You know what I mean? Took a deep breath, and I was back. And it's that's, you know what I mean? I'm not doing it crazy, deranged, because I feel like, again, my confidence, I'll be cool. Eventually, I'll get back out here. But the thing about it is, you just got to be careful. People be so, I'm ready for love, I'm ready. But yeah,
they're really
but
not healed.
you got to understand the climate and the people we're dealing with today. Some motherfuckers just a flat out scammer.
Yep.
He might be dating a whole fucking con motherfucker.
Yep.
So you have to take the time and diligence to get to know a person, man. So please, people out here watching the Real Talk show, you gotta understand, the relationship being hopeless romantic is dope. Love is dope. Love is a beautiful feeling. I ain't gonna lie. The times you in love, it's a great feeling. It's no better feeling in the world when you're deeply in love with someone. Trust me, I can tell you from Mr. Real Talk experience, it is. But at the same time, sometimes love isn't enough. Love just isn't enough. You could love a motherfucker to death, but they toxic as hell, you know, or they dysfunctional as hell. So it got a point. Everything has a breaking point. So we have to do the mental check-in part. We have to do the mental work within these relationships, because we're older and we're getting older, meaning we may get like, come on, think about it now. Like, we're going out on mental leaves now and shit. Our parents ain't take mental leaves.
No,
they
they
work
didn't.
through
They
that
worked
shit.
through
Yeah,
it.
they work, man. They
Yep.
work through that shit.
Yep.
We quick to say, nah, I need a break. Boss, yeah, I'm going ahead, I'm gonna take the summer off, focus on summer.
You want a hot boy, hot girl.
Yeah,
summer.
right, yeah. Like, so we'll actually take these pauses and breaks because we need it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. So that's what we have to do in these relationships, man. We have to do the work, the mental awareness work. So, and I appreciate you for coming on Fyne Chyna again. I'm so happy to, have you.
Great.
My first time meeting this young lady, she been a real talk. She been on doing back then when I used to do it on live and by myself and stuff like that. She been, man, just supporting me and commenting and keeping me going. Again, this is a beautiful feeling because this is actually my first time seeing her in person. I say like 15 years, goddamn near. So, again, I appreciate you coming on, doing a show with me, in this episode about, mental awareness within the relationships and stuff like that. We have to be aware of the person we're dating and even bringing around our kids, yo.
Yep.
We bringing these motherfuckers around our kids. You can't just bring anybody around your kids, man. Like for women, you gotta bring a good example around your son.
Yep.
You can't bring motherfucking big time Don around your son, because your son gonna want to fucking be big time Don.
Want to be him.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's what I'm saying. Your son want to emulate the man
Big
figure he
Meech.
sees. Yeah, Big Meech. Man, my stepdad, Big Meech, nigga. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Old time. I've seen this growing up. The stepfather was Big Meech. The father was just a fucking janitor, but the father was a fucking dope. He was there for everything. But the son looked up to Big Meech because he had money. I've seen this growing up where the dude totally looked over his dad and looked at the stepfather. I want him to be my dad.
Wow.
Let's be fucking real. Women blame the father on dudes who wasn't the father.
Yeah. Yeah.
They blame the higher quality dude.
true.
Oh, he's the father. I know countless women. This one chick said she admitted it. Yo, I did it myself. I said it was his baby because I wanted it to be his, knowing it wasn't his.
Are you serious?
Yes, I've had women admit to me they done that. Yep.
That is so traumatizing to the child when they find out.
Mental shit.
That's
The
awful.
shit that we go through in our community, man. But
Yeah.
But this has been a great episode, man. I truly appreciate you
I
coming
appreciate
on,
it.
man. Thank you. We're gonna
More
do
to
more
come.
episodes. Yes, I'm gonna have her on again because me and her got so many topics we want to discuss. But this was, the scratching on the surface, which was about mental health and relationships, man. So please like and subscribe. It's the Real Talk, MR_real_talk on Instagram and on YouTube. Facebook is Anthony Minor, my name, tag, you know what I'm saying? Follow, subscribe, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get, a man to put it posted on there for y'all, man. Again, it's been a great episode, great evening of Mr. Real Talk, man. We had a lot to talk about, man. Me and her could have kept going, but we gotta cut it, because you know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for watching, man. I appreciate y'all for checking me out, man. Support Mr. Real Talk, I'm back. And I got real people, we're gonna have real conversations, that's all. Yeah, buddy.